So Sherry and I headed up to the marina last night and spent the night on board, planning on taking off early. However, I don't know if you can see, but the fog came in this morning with a vengeance, and so we decided to cancel our plans. But the one thing we're not canceling is breakfast. So we're gonna have a nice breakfast, and I'm just about to put the toast on. And we've got some things we can do on board. Once the fog finally lifted, Sherry and I decided to head over to Spencer Spit. We went out Guimi's Channel, crossed Rosario Strait, came in through Thatcher Pass, and finally found a spot at Spencer.
Don't put that on yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. You ready?
Open the gate.
Yep. Been there.
Did you need to get the reefing line ready as well?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. We are going to put a reef in with single line reefing, babe. Let's see how far we pull this. I think we pull this hard, and that's your reef, right? When you pull it hard. Let's see if we can do this the right way, huh? I don't need no stinking winch.
Don't speak too soon.
Yeah, I know. There. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
That's got her.
Okay. Waves coming.
Okay. Kringle's on their way. Hey, it's like Kris Kringle, right? Okay.
Do you want to leave them off for now, or do you want to tie
I
them
think
off?
I'm going to tie them.
Okay, just watch the wakes here, whatever this is. Weird stuff going on here.
I like it. You know, we could sail on the... We could almost be sailing at this point.
Maybe, except when we get around the corner, I think we're
Yep, it's on the
into
nose.
the wind. So I'm just on an idle right now, and we're only going 2.7, even with the sail at an idle.
Yeah. Well, the ebb's going to be taking us south, so... Excuse me, the flood's going to be pushing us north. So if we hug the south coast of the channel, that should be just what we needed. Yeah, I want to redo that.
Yeah, see how that?
Yeah,
that
it's going to be that way for
yeah,
the better part of the year
yep,
now.
Yep. At some point when it gets a little less rocky rolling.
Yeah, we get into the inner sea, as Debbie calls it. Debbie and Louie, we miss you guys.
Okay, you're on. You're on field.
I think this is the one that went aground. Yeah, they pulled the prop and they're welding it up. Looks like they're putting a new skeg on too. Dry dock 1, Care. DD1. The old Yakima.
This guy up there, I almost waved to
Now they're painting it too, see that? Yeah. Yeah, they pulled the props off both ends.
Wow.
Amazing. Getting a touch more wind. Might be able to sail in a few minutes. So we're coming into Rosario Strait. This is Rosario Strait. And what we're looking at here, we're looking north. That goes up Bellingham Channel, and that's Lummi Island at the far end. That's Guimi's Island, Mount Baker behind it. This is Fidalgo Island. That's the Anacortes Ferry Terminal right there. And what we've got here is a ferry, Washington State Ferry, and it will be pulling in about now. That's the Kitsap. All of our ferries are apparently, they're named after Kitsap, the Yakima, the Chelan. All of them are tribes. The South is actually from Seattle, Chief South. It may be the South tribe for all we know. Okay. Ooh yeah, ice cold beer and chips and some cheese and crackers. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? Yeah. Here we are at anchor. Nice. Must be a 2-cylinder diesel right there. It's not unusual in the Pacific Northwest to have fog come in the morning. Typically, though, it will evaporate or blow away by late morning and certainly by noon. We don't have radar, so we tend to stay where we are until the fog lifts. It's a few hours later, and the fog is gone. So no more fog. It's fun, to be honest. It's just, I get a kick out of fog in the morning. I'm just making a pot of coffee for the Admiral. And that's the ferry. Here's our we are getting ready for the morning, and I like a little heat in the morning because, you know, the water's 50 degrees, which means when you're getting up in the morning it's 50 degrees. But it's nice. I better get moving here so I can... We're waiting for the decks to dry from the dew before we worry about... we're going to have some breakfast, probably out in the cockpit chair. Sounds fun. By early afternoon, we were on our way back to Anacortes and Cap Sante Marina. You know that boat with the odd couple, let's call them? Anyway, that's a fairly heavy-duty boat. Yeah, yesterday at this time we were coming out of the end of Guimes. There was no fog.
Right.
You say you lost the button?
A pill flipped out and landed in my shirt. When I moved my shirt, it flipped to the ground. That's crazy.
Yeah, well that fog came across fast.
Did you have a hard time seeing the ferry coming through?
No, the ferry never did come through it. It came behind the ferry.
Ah. Is he heading that way or this way?
Our way.
And is he going to... Can't we go down that way?
Yeah. Yeah, way north of us.
It's really pointing.
Wow.
Yeah, watch that. See that drift down?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Suddenly getting fog like this is wild. Wow. It's just dropping all over us. Alright, you want to steer for a second? I'll go turn on some water.
So here's the ferry. We hear it in the distance with foghorn, and can't see it when you're in the fog. And these ferries can come right up at you without knowing where it's coming from. And this wall of fog just actually engulfed another big, huge ship that's also running a foghorn. And it's just disconcerting because you just don't know where they're coming from when you're in the thick of it. But you're happy to hear the sound because you know they're out there and you need to be looking for them. This is the fog sort of spreading on the shoreline. We're hoping it's not going to go any further than this because we're on our way to dock, and we certainly don't want to be docking in dense fog, which has yet to happen. I mean, we've never had that happen. Okay, Mr. Ferry. It's always nice to know that they're on radar, and hopefully they can see us.
So the radar reflector we put up right behind us.
Okay. We put this up rarely, but am I pointed at it? I can't see. I can't tell.
It's there.
And this is what we use as a radar reflector, so that other vessels who do have have radar, they can see us.
Don't fall off while you're...
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That is crazy. This is the fire from the Olympic Peninsula.
Do you ever go to windy.com?
All the time, yeah.
I just looked on their satellite picture, and you can see the plume of smoke coming up from the middle of the Olympic Peninsula.
Oh, wow.
As we close this video, we want to recognize the courage and sacrifices of the men and women who put their lives at risk fighting fires in the Pacific Northwest.